Hello traders, hello traders. The title of this video is how to use the moving average 50 on monthly charts like a pro. Have you used the moving average 50? Talking about the simple moving average 50. I recommend that trader use the simple moving average 50. Go to the monthly chart. Place on the monthly chart just the moving average 50. Right? Okay. How do you use the moving average 50 on the monthly chart like a pro? What are we looking for? That's a very good question. All right. So we are looking for a trending first. So the first condition is that the price must be trending. So the financial instrument that we are analyzing today is Allegiant PLC. Feel free to laugh, all right? Is that the correct pronunciation? Belonging to the healthcare sector. Drug manufacturer, specialty, generic, okay? So we are looking first for a trending first. So the price must trend first. Note it down. Remember that the price must trend first. So if the price is trending, how do we know that it's trending? It will be in a rising channel. You see here? You see that orange thick lines channel. It was in a rising channel, yes or no? The second condition is that it must come out of that rising channel. So when a price comes out of the rising channel, is indicating to us that the bullish momentum is diminishing. So there was a strong bullish momentum during the rising channel. Now that the price coming out of the declining channel is indicating to us that the bullish momentum is diminishing. Doesn't mean that the bullish momentum has ended. It's just that it starts diminishing a bit. It's like you go to speed 1, speed 2, speed 5. You go over the limit, which you shouldn't. All right. Now you see a patrol car behind you. Now you start diminishing your speed. Yes or no? All right. You pull it back to 70 miles per hour in London before they pull you to the side, isn't it? All right. So it's diminishing. All right. So now that's the second condition. The third condition is that the moving average 50, that's the original. Can you see the original? This one. That's the moving average 50 on the monthly chart. Moving average 50, can you see? Not on the hourly time frame, not on the daily chart, okay, not on the weekly chart, but monthly chart. You see, Joe, you are so obsessed with the monthly chart. Yes, I am. I can't deny that, isn't it? All right. On the monthly chart, okay? You want to watch it, and it's rising. Now it's turning. Look at this one. Everybody can agree here. Even if you have been disagreeing with me for years, for the first time we can agree on something that, yes, Josh, yeah, it's turning. Okay, that's the third condition. Now we want to sell. So when the price goes below the turning moving average 50, after the first two conditions that I've already mentioned, is indicating to us that the bearish momentum is increasing. That bearish momentum is a force. Have you ever done physics before? All right? A force. We can say it's a resultant force. Am I speaking French or English? Let me know in the comment section. So if you have two forces, one going vertical, one going horizontal, all right? Bearish force, bullish force. The resultant force will be this one. Agree or disagree? If you disagree, it means that you haven't done physics before, or you are still learning, okay? Am I correct? All right, you can bash me in the comment section. This is not a physics video. Okay, so that's the resultant force. So when the price goes below the turning moving average 50, after the first two conditions, very, very important, after the first two conditions, is indicating to us that the bearish momentum is now increasing. The resultant force, all right, is bearish and it's bending. It's bending. You can see that it's bending the moving average 50. Something, it was rising before. Can you see that? So there is a change. So there is a force applied to the moving average 50, bending it. Something is bending it. We need to find that. So it was rising before nicely. Now it's bending. Who is bending the moving average 50? That is the question. The bearish force is now increasing. So when the price goes below the bending moving average 50, well, we have a good reason to look for an opportunity to sell. They can accuse us for being evil sellers because somebody is selling it and there is a force bending it, and we are just flowing with the price and we want to sell. And how do you sell? We sell on the edge below the bending moving average 50. On which time frame? A monthly chart. Monthly chart, okay? So you can see there was a bearish channel. Now you see bearish trailer. Can you see that bearish trailer, the green one? So somebody sold it here. Now we are below the bending moving average 50. Well, we want to sell also. And we want to sell on the edge after the price rally to retest that level. See here, the first candlestick bar that was breaking that common sector line is too long. I'm always talking about it because it's so important. Sometimes they will see that it's a long and they try to sell after that and the price will bounce up. If the candlestick bar is long, it's good that it will rise up trying to retest the median line of that long candlestick bar. Okay, it's good that after that long candlestick bar, we will prefer it. In fact, we'll be wishing, hoping that it rally up near the median line before we receive the signal to sell using what? A different time frame trading method. So I've been talking about different time frame trading method in every video because it's very important. Just you to search the phrase mastering top-down trading method by 24 stock trader, DG2, DG4 stock trader. Give yourself like 1 month just to master it. You can ask me a question below that video. I will see in the comment section. Then I can answer you. So you also can master market timing using different time frame trading method. So when the moving average 50 is turning around like this, it's indicating to us. You see how the price dropped down fast? Well, that's the force. Okay, bearish force. But because if you couldn't see it faster, if you were not part of those sellers here, all right, you want to look for another opportunity to sell. Now, when I'm saying to you on the edge, we are also talking about break below and retest. So here, you can see this level here. Pay attention. I have too many lines that I do not want to remove. Pay attention to the thick red line. So this was a support level here. Again, a support level here. So what the price did, it break below it, and now it was retesting here. And also we have intersection between that red trend line, that red horizontal line, and this green trend line. So in fact, the price rally into a hot spot trading zone. That's why we have that long candlestick bar. I've been talking about hot spot trading zone, especially when I'm talking about the pitchfork tool, the intersection of any part of the pitchfork tool and any horizontal line. Again, any horizontal line and normal trend line, intersection between those two is a hot spot trading zone. We were at a hot spot trading zone. A lot of trading algorithms are using what we call the hot spot trading zone, and they will be part of this trend here, creating that long candlestick bar. All right. Okay, so this is how you can use the moving average 50 on a monthly chart like a pro. So I always say this in every video. Allow me to say it one more time. When I use the word like a pro, I meant that one is using a different time frame trading method. So To use the moving average 50 on a monthly chart, the first condition is that the price must be rising first, must be trending first. So we tick that box. Was it trending first? Yes. Okay. Second condition is it out of that channel. Okay. We tick that second box. What's the meaning of that? It means that the bullish momentum is diminishing. All right. Now, we look at the moving at 50. Third condition, is it bending? Well, if it's bending, it's indicating, we tick that box, that's the third box that we tick, and it's indicating to how we understand it, all right? So you don't just tick the box, but you understand it. It's indicating to us that, the bearish momentum is now increasing. So because it's increasing, while we are itching to sell, all right? We want to sell. We are waiting to sell. We are very composed. We are now setting all the alarm ready. We put that stock on our bearish watch list, and we want to do everything carefully that we get paid, because it's going to go down anyway, one way or another. But we don't want to sell it only to lose. You see, sometimes you can sell, though you were right, they may take you out. So you are very, very careful that you are selling in a way that you don't lose before you get paid. All right? Sometimes you may lose one or twice, and the third time you will be successful. But that's why we use a different time frame trading method so at this point in time, we'll call this one a bearish trading setup. Okay, so this candlestick bar is closed. Now, during this month, we are waiting for a rally because it's too long candlestick bar. In fact, we can buy even pushing it up there if you are more experienced trader. All right. So you want it to go up a bit. Sometimes it will do that. Sometimes it may not. Sometimes it will continue to go down more. But the best scenario, if the candlestick bar is breaking that rally into a hot trading zone, all right. If the trend line is broken, if the candlestick bar is too long, you want that rally, and then you sell it like a ball. Very simple. All right. Now, anybody can understand what I've just said unless you do not understand my frog accent, all right? But you need to practice, okay, until you master it, okay? All right, so you understand it. Nothing special, nothing complicated about this topic. You understand it. Now, to use it and make successful trade, you need experience and you need the skills. It's only through practice, all right? So you sometimes they purchase the trading system and they say, George, that's normal, okay? But then you go through. I've seen in some traders, okay, this is a true story, there's some traders who purchased TSC, especially TSC WSY 008, that were very, very upset with me. And later on, they start asking questions, you see? So this is it, the first reaction. So you saw the video already, you say, oh, George, I understand it. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Don't jump on it. I have more examples I can show you. Let me look again. We want to look at a few examples here. This is a nice one here. Look at this one. Can you see that? Same scenario. So what's the first condition? Price must be rising fast. Have you ticked that box? Yes. All right. Second condition. What's the second condition? Must come out of that channel on a daily chart. Was it daily chart? No. Hourly time frame? No. Monthly chart. Okay, monthly chart. I'm on a monthly chart. So now second condition for fins out of that rising channel. What is it telling us? It's telling us that the bullish momentum is diminishing. All right. Well, what's the third condition? The moving average 50 that was rising a little bit here will start bending. Somebody is bending the moving at 50 on a monthly chart. Ha, 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 ha. You can laugh. You say, Joe, why are you laughing? When you see that, you can laugh because you know that what's going to happen. The opposite is also true. You see, now this is the opposite of bending it down. You see this one here, they are bending it up. You see, this is the opposite here. Here they are bending it up. Now, if for the opposite, I can tell you now, price must be in a declining channel. All right, that's the opposite. So rising channel, opposite of the rising channel, it's a declining channel, yes or no? Okay, that's the first condition for the bearish one. So it comes down. Now, it's out of the bearish channel. What's the meaning of coming out of the bearish channel? The bearish momentum is diminishing. Now, what do you pay attention to? The moving average 50 that was going down, it started turning around. What is it telling us? It's telling us that the bullish momentum is now increasing. Somebody is bending it up. That's the bullish force. What do? You look for an opportunity to sell, to buy. That's the opposite of the first scenario. You want to buy on the edge. You want to buy when the price exhibits a higher low after a higher high. And it's retesting. You want to combine the trend line with the horizontal killer. This is a support level. You are looking for hot spot result. The intersection with horizontal support and a trend line. Those are the key points. See here? The touch here, that's how I explained to you, but this is still the same zone almost. All right? That's the opposite. But here, talking about what we have been discussing, it came out of the bullish channel. Okay, here it is. Now, the moving at 50 start bending down. Somebody is selling it. This one is nice one because, in fact, a lot of people see, you see what's happening here? You see this long candlestick bar? The only time you see those long candlestick bar, it means that the whole house is selling. It means that a lot of people are using this movement at 50 on the monthly. You see, look, everybody said, because this one was gently, so it was consolidating below the bending moving at 50. Well, you want to apply the consolidation, sell at the top here, and leave your stop loss somewhere up there if you can afford it, behind the moving at 50 if you can afford it. All right? Otherwise, they may take you a few times before they let you stay in. Look at that. Look at this one. Shh. Huh? So if you are using it by the way, if I'm recording video sharing trading strategy, primarily it's for TSTW24 and as well as use your 8 traders. All right? You understand? Okay. So I'm showing traders setup that they can use. All right, that's what we are doing here. And the setup is not the end. All right, that's only the beginning. The setup, the signal, and the low risk entry point. Now, sometimes it doesn't mean you see here. This is not easy. One you see here, it start turning. Look, you see, start turning here. So out of that rising channel, start turning. Don't just concentrate on the moving of it. Draw trend line, draw channel, draw horizontal key level. Identify the hot spot trading zone before applying a top-down trading method. So you see here, start turning. So probably you saw it here. It went down. Maybe you say, what George is he talking about, George? Now you saw it again. Probably they take you out here and say, George, what are you talking about? This method is useless. You see, sometimes things were beautiful. You see, the last one that we have seen was beautiful. Now this one's a bit tricky. And finally, it went down here. So don't expect every setup, all right, to be gorgeous. You understand? Okay. Am I speaking too much this afternoon? Am I too excited? I didn't drink coffee today, so I'm cool, guys. I'm very cool. Hey, this is one. It's a nice one being formed now. So for those of you who want to practice, you can use this one. This is, you see how I'll get excited a bit? This is Alaska Air Group Incorporated. Was he in a channel before? Yes. So for your homework, see, George, who are you to give me a homework? I am George. By the way, I'm not asking your name, George. Who are you to give me homework? I am George. Okay. Yeah, now you see the right channel? Was he in the rising channel? Yes. Is he out of the rising channel? Yes. Is the moving average 50 that was rising before bending? Who is bending the moving average 50? That is the question. Now practice with that one and let me know how it was. As always, use a different time frame trading method, and if the signal fell, just come out. Just come out. All right? Just come out. So practice with a demo account and see how this will be for you, and let me know in the comment section. So this will conclude our discussion today about how to use the moving average 50 on monthly chart like a pro. If you have any questions, suggestions, lament, blah, 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 or feel free to put in the comment section. And in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. If this video has truly been useful to you, please let us know by giving us thumbs up, please. However, if you think that George, you try your best, but I'm not impressed, this is a disgusting video, 20 minutes, should be 7 minutes, feel free to mark it down. I do care about traders that are marking it up and also about traders that are marking it down. It's the yin and the yang, yes or no? Right, so it doesn't matter whether you like it or dislike it, let us know, please. However, if you think it's an essential tutorial that has opened your eyes so you can even see through the walls, all right, feel free to share with your friends on Terminal, Google+, Twitter, Facebook, Scoopit, a social website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, 24 Stock Trader, Digit 2, Digit 4 Stock Trader. Be sure to click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the GSTW24 traders talking about how to use the moving average 50 on a monthly chart like a pro. Happy to meet you all, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for watching.